Can I see?
Can? Good to go? 2020 has been a very eventful year for me. It started off with me going to the Philippines for an adventure trip, and now looking at how we can't travel, I really take that as a blessing.
I graduated, which was a really big deal for my family.
So my 2020 has been all over the place. The COVID hit and it was difficult to find a job. It was very demoralizing actually, job hunting. It took me a while to get a permanent job.
My entire batch didn't have much time in school. Plus, we have a national exam at the end of this year.
Basically, I've been doing home-based learning throughout, and having to juggle 4 kids together with my education has been a challenge.
I really wanted to go on exchange, but at the same time, I didn't want to ask my parents to pay for it. So I worked, part-time where I could, did internships where I could, saved money here and there, was as frugal as possible. NUS helped me a lot with bursaries and financial aid and whatnot.
Financially, we aren't doing so well. And this actually started when my father had passed away a couple years ago. And from then on, basically the best way for us to actually overcome this challenge was to have support amongst ourselves as a family. So for me and my eldest younger brother, we actually help our younger siblings with their schoolwork and examination stuff. And all of us, we remove household chores from our mother's workload so that at least she has a peace of mind to focus on what she needs to, which is to get a job and make sure that the family's in order. It's just consistent family support that gets us through times like this.
In my O-level year, I had to drop school. So I eventually went to take my private O-levels as a private candidate, and then life went on. So I've got 4 kids now, and there came a time when I decided that I want to go back into pursuing what I always wanted to do, because I was never happy with where I stood. I always had this nagging feeling of me not reaching my full potential, and I wanted to go back into academics and see how far I could become.
My experience volunteering with migrant workers in 2020 was very new to me. It was something that I've never gone into. So what I really enjoyed was that I was able to help them based on what I have, which is empathy and my time. And I was able to help them with their small essential needs, whether it was getting them food or getting them top-ups for their phones so they can contact their family, stuff like that. Also to just sit down there and listen to how stressed they are because they're locked up in dorms. And so all this was new to me, but it was something that I really enjoyed doing.
I went for career fair to explore what type of careers might be more suitable for me, and I found medical social work, which kind of marries my interest in healthcare and also in people, and now I'm a social worker.
I think it's amazing that Pranya and Kirti have, dedicated such a substantial portion of their young adult lives towards volunteering. I think it's important that, members of our generation look at you guys and ask ourselves, are there bits of time we can dedicate towards service of others?
Yeah, definitely. So even minus me and Pratnya and our social and volunteering work, I think we don't realize the influence we can have on the next generation. No matter what we do, I think we're already doing our part, and we just hope that other people can continue to do so.
There's no age to what difference you can make to the community or the society. Yeah, I think you should step out and do what you can wherever you are in life. I'm glad we are a small part of the bigger picture.
The most important thing is to know what it is that you feel that you can contribute to, whether it's on a large scale to the country, to the world, or whether it's just a small scale, like to your neighbor, to your sibling. Just take that step and improve someone's life improve everyone's life.
Taking small steps, we can do it in whichever way, whether it's in the community that we are part of, like our friends and family, or maybe a community that we do have a soft spot for. I think that's how we can start building a tomorrow.